Alrighty, guys. So this is the final sim, I guess. But let's check. Let's set off. Good.
Iron bars, slimy from the dampness of the cellar, block your path. You try to open the door, but it's locked. Iron bars, slime. Your palm still remembers the piercing pain of the monastery needle, and you feel as if the flower is throbbing inside your hand. You touch the lock, and it falls open with a quiet click. You open the door, but can't take a step. Alexander's barrier of sorcery still remains.
There's nothing inside the bucket.
Wait. Okay.
There's a small hole in the bench, and that's it. This is my biscuit. Chort seems to want some work again. An uchvat is standing with its prongs turned upward. I sense some evil power from this thing. There's some kind of crack in the wall, and there's a bit of hay inside. Well, I've no time to waste in his dungeons. I have to break the Zagavor. Or should I look some more for that enchanted item?
Enchanted item.
An uchvat is standing with its prongs turned upward. I hope I can get out of here quickly.
Enchanted item.
Some hay, and that's it. Nothing else. This is my biscuit. Chort seems to want some work again.
Nope.
Well, I've no time to waste in his dungeons. I have to break the Zagavor. Or should I look some more for that enchanted item? I can rely only on myself. A simple Zagavor won't be enough to hold me. There's some item here that he put the Zagavor on. Very well. Where's the source of Alexander's sorcery? Yes! The fork is enchanted. It is set by the door with the prongs facing upward for a reason. I can't reach.
Here you are. Here!
Carnish!
You thought that I'd leave you in a cage, even though you help everyone in my forest? I'm not that kind of a raven. I'm not. Not!
Your companion drops the oven fork, and the magical barrier collapses in an instant. You thank your savior and prepare to continue along your way. A low vaulted hall leads into the depths of the mansion. It's hard to see in the murky twilight of the cellar, and you freeze in place when you hear a loud hiss ahead. There is something stirring in the dark. The raven flies forward and returns with news of a demonic flock waiting in ambush. You try to blend with the wall while moving forward. Soon you see a tangle of chorts that your cautious captor left to guard you, along with locks and zagavers. You hold your breath and slip by. A cloud of dust swarms out of old barrels from the wine cellar. Neither man nor evil spirit has set foot here for a long time. Barrels bear inscriptions in an unfamiliar tongue. You absent-mindedly examine one vessel after another, when you finally notice one strange lone bottle on the table. Coming closer, you see some strange Khaldun symbols on its label.
Okay.
It seems that only the ever-present mold remembers this pantry. The mold grows strongly in the presence of evil spirits, and has spread its dimly glowing bushes through all of the reserves of the mansion's owner. A couple of Susiedkas are hiding in the corner, their eyes gleaming with frightened embers.
Don't eat us, witch! We have nothing! Nothing! Only mold! This chud is quite intimidated by someone.
Calm down. I won't eat you. Poor Sosietkos. Why are you so scared?
Oh, whew. I thought one of Alexander's demons grew to our place. It's scary in the mansion these days. The stronger our master gets, the more demons flock here. Some are quite evil. They can gobble you up for good. Now, I understand my godfather that ran away from his Khaldun master. We can't manage with our Khaldun. No one even knows if he is the one.
Tell me about your master.
There's nothing to tell. He was a good man, and his parents were fine people. That is, before they start learning black magic. We've been in hiding since then. For how long? Half a century is my guess. He's a good guy, tries to help people. He wants to do good, but it's turned out as it usually does.
The Khaldunan's secret?
Well, everyone sees you as a witch and respect you as one. Our Alex tries to conceal his gift. Such is the way of secret sorcerers.
Well, maybe I'll manage to scare off some of the demons. You'll have an easier life than I'd imagine.
Wow! Thanks! We didn't expect any help, if I may be frank. Here you go. Some mold-free supplies for your journey.
Your gloomy thoughts are fueled by thick shadows around you. Before the darkness engulfs you entirely, you see a flicker of a candle near the staircase, and you rush towards it. You step back from the toothy swan. Time is short, and you have to decide what to do next.
I am quite impressed. No book, yet you managed to defeat the Lock, the Zagavor, and even the demons. Oh, magnifique! Please excuse the French that I've acquired while serving Mon Sorcier.
This is an old spirit. Very old.
Mon Dieu! Vorsa has new offspring again! What should you make of these leshies? They're everywhere and out of control, it would seem. Enough of that. First, let me tell you, Vasilisa, enchanté de faire votre connaissance.
And let me tell you that I'm immune to your Zagavors.
Charmant.
You won't scare me with your fancy magic words. You'd better let me pass, you demon.
Mais non, I can't do this. A direct order from Alexandre. But as I said, I am impressed. He said to me, "Don't let Vasilisa pass, she has no powers left." I think there is a small loophole there, n'est-ce pas?
I'm quite capable even without the book, as you see.
Right, vraiment? Quite so, quite so. But I would like to see that for myself. How about a duel in our language of knowers, avec la langue de sorcier? But be ready. One mistake and your soul is mine.
I see that you're no ordinary Shishiga.
What's true is true. Oh, I am as old as some of your friends.
He's older than Borsa.
Ah, quel joli oiseau. We are the same age to be exact. But it is true, I used to be the patron of ancient tribes. And now I guide the neophytes to the wonderful world of witchcraft.
How should I call you, Toothy Swan?
Oh, I've had quite a lot of names. But now I prefer to be called
Pierre?
Oh, but let me be whoever I want. Quelle vie?
How long have you known Alexander?
Since he climbed through my moat, and that was a day of nightly wonders. Quel mystère de la magie. He's a good fellow, mon camarade, but he gave me strange tasks. To plow a field, to cut down some trees. And he's never happy with my results. But that is the nature de le diable. We spoil and curse, but we can't create. But hell is full of rumors. They say that the book is in the spinner's hands, and that she wants to exterminate all charts.
What do you mean? I thought she wanted to tame them for useful work.
Imagine that.
What is this language of the knowers that you're talking about?
Oh, magnifique, magnifique. This will be an excellent fight. It's better if you tell me. What is it that you call the language of knowers?
What does this toothed swan meant by language of the knowers?
I don't know. Wait. Riddles? I think it's riddles.
Only the ones with knowledge can guess riddles. And who knows a lot of riddles is the knower himself.
Très bien. But that was but a warm-up. Let's get down to business. You have to guess 3 riddles. No doubt you're quite capable, even without a book. Et puis, your way is clear. Well, you've spent quite some time with this item. Its spine is stiff. Its body, black. Always ready to break your foe's back.
The book! I think.
Its spine is stiff, its body black. Always ready to break your foe's back. I've spent a lot of time with this item. That's my book! These are the riddles of an ancient demon? I've heard the likes of these at evening parties.
Pas mal? If you already know this one, let me give you another one that's fresh. A swan is swimming, but doesn't fly, and lets smoke rise to the sky.
A swan is swimming, but doesn't fly, and lets smoke rise to the sky. I know this one. A self-propelling boat called a steamship.
Magnifique! Well, I am hopeful still. You see, I love riddles with swans in them.
I'm not surprised.
Alors, your final answer will be known to you, a young mortal, but not to us, the spirits of the nature. A white swan, never cut or with a blade hewn, but it was by everyone consumed.
A white swan was never cut or with a knife hewn, but it was by everyone consumed.
So,
A white swan
joke.
must be salt you're talking about.
Sensational! A soul of such a powerful witch, and it's at my disposal.
I won't give up that easily. Try to take it first. I don't have the book, but I still remember my Zagavars.
Oh, let's see then. Défends-toi!
Oh no! I'm dead. I should have. What? Wait. Wait. Nope. I don't know how that works. Wait. How do you? Hmm. Hey. Mm. Mhm. Hmm. Ah.
The cellar door is locked tight. You turn your gaze to the palm of your hand where the flower was sown. Concentrating your power on your palm, you reach for the door, but suddenly realize that your hand is invisible. Your companion smiles condescendingly. Such a trick can fool a mortal, but not an evil spirit. A dazzling light falls on the dusty cellar staircase and drags you inside to the richly decorated hallway. Your breath is taken away by the sheer splendor of a mansion you've only imagined from looking at pictures. Demons dressed in strange black and white costumes are here and there among the baroque curls of the rich staircase leading to the second floor. One of them rushes towards you. You prepare all your eloquence to stop the demon before it attacks you, but it proves to be unnecessary. It seems the Chort in a black dress coat wants to offer you an entire tray of delicacies.
Welcome. Welcome, dear lady. I didn't know our master had guests. Oh, but put our service to the test. Try this Grethini. It's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the other demons.
You've never tasted anything as tasty as this. It seems that your strength is returning.
If you need me, you only need to say the word.
Wait a moment. Tell me... Where's your master?
Why, in his office, of course. Should I announce your arrival?
No, wait. I will go myself. Let it be a surprise.
What a joy to see such a nice young lady. Please forgive me if I'm speaking too bluntly.
What kind of demons are you? Why are you dressed this way?
This is the direct order of our master, and we quite like it, of course. Obviously, some may protest this, but me, personally, I'm very happy, and I won't torment Alexander. Even if I get such a chance, I won't.
Right. Of course you won't.
No, I mean it, young lady. It's so much better being a butler than stealing milk. Everything will change when other demons realize that.
What do you have here on your tray?
The best appetizers for our guests. Would you like some?
You've never tasted...
If you need me, you only need to say the word.
Wait a moment. Tell me... I should start to seek out your master.
Of course, young lady. You just need to follow this staircase.
A winter garden is growing here, under the dome of ornate glass. Your eye skips from one herb to another. The greenery is full of exotic plants, the likes of which you've never seen. Alexander's Chorts are tending to this place. The Chorts are working in this garden according to the instructions of their master. Oddly enough, they are quite good at it. Some are dissatisfied with their job, while others have resigned themselves to their fate. You manage to learn some demon-handling tricks that Alexander uses to drill these Chorts. Such exotic greenery you've only seen in some of Yegor's books and heard mentioned in stories about faraway lands. You've also found some familiar magical herbs. So much knowledge. You wouldn't be able to find such a vast collection of books in your Izba, nor in the churches of Vilgert and Cherdin. For a moment, you forget both the Black Book and your mission, consumed by the dreams of reading all of these bits of treasure. The sudden glimmer of moonlight in the eyes of the stuffed bear helps you to return to your thoughts. Some books are written in languages unknown to you, while others are too lengthy to be understood in such a short time. Nevertheless, you find a collection of epics and legends, which you decide to borrow from Alexander. The unkind eyes of the bear make you wary. You take a step closer to realize that the stuffed animal is filled with Chorts. As soon as you touch the bear, it starts to move. The Chorts don't seem to like your company.
Oh. Oh, I mean not shield. Okay. Okay, no, joke. What? Hmm. Ah, okay.
The walls are richly decorated with incredible lifelike portraits and landscape paintings more impressive than you've ever seen in your life. This craftsmanship is incomparable not only to the primitive luboks, but even to illuminated manuscripts. Several startled shorts drop their dusting rags and scatter away out of fright. You may go on your way. The winding halls are as full of demons as a stove corner is full of cockroaches. Some are doing quite useful work, it seems. Chorts are scrubbing floors and washing the copper furniture handles. Several spirits are bolder than the rest. They rush to attack.
Eh, Hmm.
You enter Alexander's office. He looks through you, seeing nothing. The fern flower does its job properly. The table is littered with papers, blueprints, and magical books. Your captor walks back and forth, quietly muttering something incoherent, as if in a trance.
They look like Alexander. What a strange mechanism. And the devils are spinning inside. There are some pictures here. They look like mechanism for Chorts to operate.
These are the items that Alexander took away. You may grab them, but the invisibility will subside.
These are his attempts to craft a perfect wish.
A big window towers behind Alexander. Directly under it is an iron fence with sharp spikes sticking up.
I don't know such sorcery.
These are the items that Alexander took away. You may...
It-
A big window towers behind Alexander. Directly under... Your captor nervously walks back and forth through the office, trying to come up with the perfect wording for his wish.
Hard at work, eh?
What? How's that possible? You, Vasilisa? How? From where?
It seems that the invisibility wears off if I talk to anyone.
Someone's rapping at your chamber door.
The raven perches upon a bust above the door.
That must be the very same magnetism that I've heard so much about. The kind that moves people and objects about.
It's none of your business. Now give me back my stuff, or else. As you can see, I have enough strength left to handle all of your pitiful defenses.
Yes, that is true, Vasilisa. I won't argue that. But then again, I can't quite agree. What if I do return your items? Will you go back to the spinner?
Don't try my patience.
Your mentor wouldn't even want you to have the book.
A fine yarn you're spinning.
Yes, yes. I'm sure he wants the same thing that I do. Chartocracy.
What are you talking about? Hold Igor not wanting me to have this book? He gave it to me himself.
He has his reasons, I'm sure. My noble goal could be one of them. Yes, I told him all about Chartocracy myself when he locked me inside your izba. And even before that, he told me all about Nikolai's wedding.
What?
You don't know your mentor well enough, Vasilisa.
Lies.
Don't believe me? Ask the spinner then.
Where does she keep my book?
In her izba, where else? But you won't be able to defeat her.
You still underestimate my power.
I'm aware of your power, but hers is greater still. She may have bestowed her charts to me, but her power has remained with her nonetheless.
Don't try and scare me.
It is but warning.
What's that Chortocracy you're talking about?
Well, the title could be better, that's true. but the concept itself is sound. Imagine our motherland, where the strongest and wisest Khaldun rules, and his power grows yet, since he passes his chords by inheritance to his successor, the next in line, whose power almost matches his own.
Right. A Khaldun instead of a Tsar is just what we need.
And don't forget that the demons will also work, and only for the common good. And this is indeed possible. You must have already seen only a small sample of what I've done with my charts in the mansion. Believe me, the Chertocracy is possible in Russia. We have just one seal to break.
I've had enough of your ramblings.
His ideas make sense. Think about it, Vasilisa. Maybe he'll be useful to us after all.
Thrice we've dueled. There won't be a fourth time. We have nothing to argue about.
You decided to give me the book? To give up your wish?
Oh no. I won't give my wish away. But maybe I can persuade him in another way. You want Chertocracy and want the book for this reason. But you don't need it.
How else would the demons do my bidding?
You already make them do what you want. Just look at your mansion. The Chorts are growing herbs and clean your house. What else do you want? They can do your bidding already. You just have to teach the other Khalduns.
Well, indeed, I know how to handle chorts. The disobedient ones are imprisoned in stuffed animals or other cages. Sounds reasonable.
You already got your wish. Why then you would steal my book?
I'd have to think about it.
There's no time to think. The spinner will break the last seal.
All right, I'll help.
Alexander gives you your bag with herbs and artifacts and wishes you good luck. He promises to help you at his mentor's Izba, and you decide to meet up over there. You make haste. The spinner must not break the last seal.
No time to go back home. I have to hurry for the book. It's good that I've already visited the spinner's Izba.
I don't think it will be hard for you to get back the book. No, that woman can be more powerful than Leshy's or the Fernfire.
Who knows? I didn't trade blows with her.
But she doesn't have the friends you have. I haven't seen any companions either.
We'll see soon enough.
Karr! Karr!
It's all right, Vasilisa. Even without the book, you're much stronger than any other Khaldun. You've already dealt with Sashka, and you'll deal with the Old Crown. The real problem here is this rain. My furs are wet. Ugh.
Nagot naman din.
You stop on the outskirts of the village, trying to catch your breath. Clouds of your breath are torn apart by the slanting cold rain. The spinner's Izba is not far away, and you decide to spend some time preparing for a meeting with this dangerous witch. Peasants cross themselves at the mere mention of the old witch. Everyone knows that meeting her is dangerous, but many still ask for her help. No village can survive without a Khaldun. The peasants shrug their shoulders.
Well, I'll
You have goosebumps, a sign of a devil.
What kind of wisdom do you possess?
pick a card. Take this. What's that?
You use the sorcery of the fern, and pain shoots through your palm. Trying to move silently, you get to the spinner's izba, but it turns out that it is not that easy to get inside unnoticed. There is no Riddler skull this time, but there are 3 other guardians. They watch the path to the izba vigilantly, and you hear their quiet whispers. When you get closer, you finally recognize the sentinels. They are Akulina, the bride, and her mother. Their eyes are lost in a murky haze, a sign that they must be trapped by the spinner's Zagavers. The surest way to help them is to defeat the witch herself.
My god! Who else is here? Agafi Filipovna, are you? What are you doing here?
The peasant women bizarrely sway from side to side. They start to shake and mutter something when they hear your voice.
Old witchcraft in these bells. She weaves not with ordinary threads.
The spinner's witchcraft. The Zagavar I need is in the Black Book. We better hurry over to that hag.
You are startled when Akulina grabs you by the wrist.
What you're after, you won't achieve.
Everything was in vain.
Your road leads to damnation.
You will find only pain.
The otherworldly voices die down, and only the indiscernible muttering of the women continues.
They speak of the future. That is prophecy. Prophecy!
You try to touch the belt, but the sorcery of the spinner repels you.
Aquilina, where did you get this belt? The spinner gave it to you?
We are fated to be under her power until we are dead.
She trapped us into the force of her thread. What efforts were in vain? Were all the seals in the book restored?
And no one in the heavens, nor under the earth.
To open the seals had his doom.
And those who tried, only then saw.
Darkness, death, and the tomb.
What pain, Aquilina? For years about it you knew.
With chalk, you circles drew.
You shall be greeted with sharpest pain.
Until it will drive you insane. I have to hurry. All the sorcery. Who knows what her sorcery will do to them? I need the Black Book.
The black hole in place of the spinner's throne leads into strange darkness covered in cobwebs. You hear the inviting whispers of the gloom of the abyss that leads to unknown depths. The Black Book is out there, somewhere. The damp earth escapes your grasp, and you fall down into the cold darkness of the pit. The pain of the impact leaves you breathless. You try to catch your breath, but the air in the bottom is wet and stale. You manage to get up and look around. A black, winding passage leads into the depths of the cave. You exchange worried glances with your companion and rush into the bowels of the underworld. It's hard to walk and even breathe amidst the thick strands of cobwebs. You have to push away one white shroud after another, and soon your hair and dress are covered with dust and small spiders. It's good to have the skull lantern, because the darkness is too deep even for your sharp eyes. You try to make out something on the ceiling, but it's covered in cobwebs. A white cocoon pulsates in the middle of the cave hall. You hear a rustle of spiders running away from the cold light. The cocoon quietly crackles with cobwebs in rhythm with the pulsations. You touch the web and tear it down like a shroud. There is a working loom beneath it. An exhausted Chort is working on the contraption. His black hide is tied with belts of the spinner, and spiders swarm all about him, sucking the last bits of strength from the spirit. You tear away the belts, and the Chort flies up, incredulous that he has been released. Before disappearing into black smoke, your gazes cross, and you see something strange. Is it a hint of gratitude? There are some mushrooms beneath the bench. You take them with you. The loom is covered with sorceress signs that are designed to keep this Chort working for all eternity. Swarms of small spiders flee before you. You reach a pale grotto, wrapped in the pale threads of cobwebs, and find 3 cocoons there. To your horror, they have unmistakably human forms. You take a step back when a rush of spiders escapes the otherwise empty cocoon. Inside, you find the emaciated mummy of a short peasant. A gold ring glimmers on his finger. The light dims momentarily when you remove the ring from the corpse. Inside is the blackened corpse of a child beyond recognition. Only the whites of his deadly eyes stare at you, unblinking. You reel back from the corpse, dazzled by the stench of decay. The narrowing path is blocked by thick cobwebs. White, slimy threads are still fresh, oozing with the pale juices of their creator. You try to find a gap in this unexpected obstacle, but, alas, the cave is well blocked. A tried and true method of dealing with locks and blocks is as reliable as always. A walkway forms amidst the cobwebs, and you manage to squeeze through. There's not much cobweb here in this little cave nook. Instead, there are bizarre, multicolored threads hanging in clusters from the ceiling, forming strange passages and patterns. Some threads are burned, and the floor is strewn with old ash.
Threads that seemed chaotic at first glance seem to form an intricate pattern.
Why would a spinner need so many different threads? This is a divination for sure. Complicated one at that. I would guess she has learned many things with these threads. Which thread burns faster? That is what will come true. The spinner has her own system here. What complicated sorcery.
There's not much cobweb here in this little cave nook. Instead, there are bizarre, multicolored threads hanging in clusters from the ceiling, forming strange passages and patterns. You notice the Chorts hanging in clusters from the cobwebs in the dark corners of this cavern passage. At first, you think that these are other victims of the monstrous spiders, but soon you realize that these Chorts are not only alive, but are also playing a game of cards, and haven't noticed your arrival.
Nope, I don't want to deal with it.
You come across a small cave hall furnished in a similar manner to that of an ordinary room in an isba. Here you find a hearth and a table, a red corner, and even a spinning wheel with yarn. Only the log walls are absent, with a rocky cave wall in their place. These stones are all heavily chalked with some strange, magical symbols. An old spinning wheel is skillfully decorated with a diamond pattern. You touch the yarn and a flock of small spiders scatters away. The rustling of their small legs resembles mocking laughter. Strange letters and geometric patterns pulsate with a sorcerous glow invisible to ordinary mortals. You are unfamiliar with both the inscriptions and the drawings. It seems that the spinner borrowed some knowledge of foreign witchcraft from her apprentice. It is strange to see peasant utensils so deep underground. It seems like this is all the furniture that's missing from the spinner's izba on the surface.
Nope.
Oh. Vasilisa. You know I'm glad to see you. I've been waiting for you. I knew that he wouldn't be able to hold you. My guards told me about you long ago, but you took the book with such skill.
This is my book. You thought you'd get away with it?
What are you talking about, girl? I wanted to give it back to you. Only such a powerful sorcerer as yourself can harness its might. We'll need a dead sorcerer for the dead seal. That's what it says, right? My sight is not as good as it used to be, child.
I'm not a child. There are 2 Khalduns here. I think the book will be satisfied with you.
What a smart girl. But I won't do. I gave all my chores to Alexander, unlike some other Khalduns. I am not much of a witch these days. But then again, we have to get to the crossroads for the ritual, right? Oh, my memory's not so good, you know.
That's none of your business.
Well, I know what is needed. Fine. We'll go together to the crossroads, and I will help you. We'll do everything together, girl.
Stop spinning your yarn. I know that you only want to get the hold of the wish.
Why? Oh, why would I need it, Vasilisa, darling? The fact is that we want the same thing.
So you want to free my beloved from hell?
Of course I do. I want to help you. Not that Alexander, that liar. He only spins his wishes for himself. That damn Chortocrat. Everything is in fact very simple. We should get rid of all the demons. And then, when there are no demons left, who is to keep your boy in hell?
You believe that the book can kill all the demons? I don't know about that. Why would that chort help me then?
Well, yeah, the legend says so, doesn't it? Just imagine, no Khalduns, no devil, will live as if in heaven itself. Well, let's join forces.
Nice story, but I'm not buying it. Why should I believe the one who imprisoned me and locked me up? He would have helped me in the beginning as my grandpa if you really wanted to.
Your grandpa? You think that he's helping you? He never loved you. He doesn't care about you a bit, as I don't care about Alexander.
Lies!
Don't believe me? And why do we take apprentices? You know it yourself, so that the Chorts will let us pass away. He needed you solely for that reason. And I know that well. I need that damn nobleman for the exact same reason. Well, let's be frank with each other. We women have to stick together. I'll help you open the seal as a friend.
You're worse than the Chorts. It would suit me better be friends with Satan himself.
Damn wench. Your man doesn't need such a fool anyway. You think I can't handle you? Don't you see what demon I have in my service? This is the Permian Chirang himself. He will guide you to the afterlife.
Nanny, I don't believe it. I've heard everything. You were just using me?
You're here as well. You should have stayed with your toys in your mansion. Now it's your turn, Vasilisa.
I'm not afraid of you, nor of your spider Chort.
Are they immune? Uh-huh.
Vasilisa.
Are you alive there? Well, you're quite resilient, you know that?
Yes, a miracle, I know. I can help you with the book. I'm not lying, I swear.
I can call Alexander to come for the last rite of the seals. Who knows how he might be of use to the seal of the dead sorceress.
Sleeping.
You're not of any of use right now. It seems you broke all of your ribs. We'll see each other again, if God wills it.
You find your acquaintances free of the spinner's witchcraft when you escape the dungeon. They are still dazed a bit, but you feel that this sorcery will soon subside. You find a belt spun from cobwebs nearby. Without the witch's curse, it will make a fine amulet.
I dealt with this spinner at last. And now to find old Igor. She was lying, right?
I don't see your destiny. No, your fate is in the fog, as if Vorsa himself is there to shroud it.
Very well. Now back home, to Vilgard. Grandpa, are you here? Grandpa! There's no one.
Darkness, fog, dark, dark.
Wait, there's something inside the stove. This bottle. Kupala's ointment. Why would Grandpa need it?
Wants to fly like I do.
I wish we could have made it earlier. Almost empty. This much won't increase my powers, but I'll be able to fly. And you should stay home. I'll find him quickly with this. I just need a moment to catch my breath.
I can fly with you. We'll find the old man.
Don't bother. I'll be back shortly. The last thing I need is to have to look for you in the rain.
Grrr! Don't forget, I'm not your average crow. All right, Vasilisa, as you see fit.
I don't know, Vasya. Is it such a good idea to go alone?
It'll be quicker this way. We'll be back soon. Me and Grandpa.
I feel a bit uneasy. Perhaps it's my sorcery finally waking up.
It's just the gloomy weather. With this rain and all. Don't let it get to your head. Soon your coffin lid will break. I'll take you out from that road. From the afterlife myself. I've broken all the seals but one. I've done so much. I've suffered so much, and so many people have helped me. One was turned into a wolf before I saved him, and saved another from werewolves. I've been everywhere, walked every road to get to Yurisba without doors and windows. I've been to a hidden village and saved it from the fog. I've walked all over, my shoes almost worn to bits, to perform the ritual of the fern flower. I met an evil witch in the town of Cherding and cleansed the possessed icon and healed Iskor from the fever. For you, I took the flower, the color of the sun itself. I don't need to send a letter to bring you this news. I will get to you myself. Just you wait. Just be strong for a little while longer. I'll wash myself off in the waters, and all of this sorcery of mine will be gone. I don't know what to do. What to think of my grandpa. Where is he now? My father. My mentor. What is he up to? You can't help me from beneath Mother Earth. Even if he's up to no good, he won't stop me. I won't be stopped at the very door. It is not in vain that I've opened the seals. I feel a great power in me. It will be enough to bring you back to me.
Wait. I'm immune to face, curse, and poison. Okay.
Grandpa, it's you! Why aren't you in Arisbar? Why did you make the ointment? You didn't say anything about it to me. If we need it for the seals, then you should have told me. I could have helped you. Together we would...
Vasilisa, I don't know whether I can do this. I must. I must!
Grandpa, what are you saying?
Vasilisa, only one seal is left. The time has come to give me back the book.
What? But what about my wish?
Believe me, you won't need it.
I don't understand. You wanted to take the book from me this whole time? So the spinner was telling the truth. You raised me just to give your chores to someone?
So what? As if you didn't know it yourself. Didn't I teach you what it means to be a Khaldun? I've always wanted what is best for you. And you? I want to be a peasant, want to get married. Pah! Didn't you see how these peasant women live? Every second child they bear dies in his sleep. I raised you as a witch. You would have been forfeit were it not for me.
Grandpa, I'm grateful for what you've done, and I always will be. But the book? You wanted to help me with my beloved one yourself, didn't you?
I know well enough what you need, girl. You always listen to what I say. Now do the same and give me back the book.
I can't, Grandpa. I need this wish. I have to save him.
Don't argue back with your grandfather. I don't want to harm you, girl, but I need the book. We mustn't waste the wish on that no-good boy of yours.
don't want to harm you, Grandpa.
Give back the book, and Zagavars won't be necessary.
Enough, Grandpa! The book gives me so much power! I don't want to harm you!
Don't be arrogant, granddaughter. I've scolded you so many times, and I will do my parental duty one last time. I know what's better for you. Breaking the last seal of the book. You think that's an easy feat, do you? Better if I did that. I'm old and beyond forgiveness.
Stop it! I'll forgive you, and we'll live as we used to.
You'll forgive me? You think your beloved one killed himself? I did everything for your sake, even forfeiting my own salvation!
No. This can't be.
That was the only way to become a true Khaldun!
No. No! I loved you so much! But you've ruined everything!
Shoot! My curse is not working! Dang it! Well, I'll chip in bit by bit.
Why?
I know what's good for you, Vasilisa. You'll be thankful when I return the book to the tower!
Another of your lies. And to think I believed you! at yourself!
Damn sorcery takes its toll! Enough fooling around! Give me the book! Vasha, I'll make everything right!
How? How can you change everything that you've done? If not for your sorcery, everything could have been fine! I would live a simple life, like everyone else in Vilgard. I never needed your chores!
Ha! You don't know yourself well enough. If not for me, the Vilgort rebel would have sent you to the graveyard faster than you'd learn your first war. But enough of this, Vasilisa. I know you'll never forgive me. And you won't have to. I'll turn the tides of time back with my will. There won't be anything, neither Prokopy, nor Timoshka, nor the book itself. She would never leave the Sukharev's tower. There will be nothing then. Neither my horns, nor your grief.
Save for a while.
I don't believe you. I don't!
You needn't hold on to your book. It's true that your fiancé is dealing with charts. Passing aerial toll houses, I bet. Soon he'll meet St. Peter at the gates.
And that's why I need to give you the book? How can I trust you?
You'll have to, Vasilisa.
Oh. But this time work. Curses now work. Oh shoot. This book is mine! Mine!
You're not even human anymore, Grandpa! Look what your sins have done to you!
is little time left, Vasilisa. The gates of hell are opening.
You won't get it back. Stand back, Grandpa!
And let you rob us of this one chance? Never! So this is true!
Grandpa!
You were right when you said you were much too powerful for a toothless Khaldun like me. I don't regret my decision. Who cares about your man? But I did what I had to do for my granddaughter. Just look at yourself. The Perim Gubernia has never seen such a powerful witch. There perhaps hasn't been one so powerful even in the whole of Russia.
I don't want to kill you, Grandpa!
Enough! Do what you must. I didn't raise a weakling. You wouldn't have broken the seals otherwise, even if you were thrice destined to do so. I am ready to face the abyss. I always have been. Well, what are you waiting for? Do it, Vasha! The time has come to break the seventh seal.
I don't need it. Sacrifice myself? Wait. Let me check all the possibilities.
I won't kill you, Grandpa.
Don't be stupid, Vasilisa!
I've chosen this road. So it is I who shall break the seal. Again. But what of my wish? What is that? What the devil are you?
Welcome, my lady.
What's going on? I can raise my hand to cross myself.
You were initiated a long time ago, Vasilisa. And now you are here, before the gates of hell. It means that the baptism is undone. Now you will have to manage without the sign of cross. However, there is little strength in human prayers. But don't despair, since the Black Book is with you.
You won't get it.
You shouldn't let wild fear assail your soul. That would cause you to recoil from the noblest of solutions. I know that many wish for its power. I don't need it. My power is in my connections. I only wish to help you, my lady. Please, let me be your guide.
You know my name. but I don't know yours, it seems.
Prince Citri at your service.
What a strange name.
The name Vasilisa seems weird, as well to the ear of a demonic creature.
So it's here? The Abyss?
Before you are the gates poets sing about. You've came all this way, but I never doubted your strength for a moment.
So you knew about me?
For a long time, I believed that you would reach the Black Book, my lady.
I'm no lady. Just a girl from Vigor.
Oh, but the one who broke all the seals has so much more power than an ordinary girl. Much more. I'm here to guide you, like Virgil. It is not an easy journey through wilderness of hell.
I came here for... I don't even know who or what to look for. Was it all in vain? No. I must find a way.
A wish? It is true. The wish of the one who opens the Black Book will be fulfilled.
How can I make the book fulfill it?
But who am I to know this? Just a mere prince. The only place where we can find the answers is the throne of hell.
Then guide me to this throne. And how much time is left until the 40th day is over?
Don't worry, my lady. Time passes differently, and will be as swift as the hounds of hell. But what is that? Several demons are flying towards us. The rumors have already spread, it seems. They are flying to get your help. Hell is fickle. It shows itself in different guises to every visitor. To get to the center of the abyss, we need to overcome your first trial. That is to pass the Palace of Andromeles. You will know everything in due time.
Ah, you're here, my mistress. You're here! And just in time, just in time!
I'm not your mistress, evil spirit!
Oh, my lady, my lady!
Enough babbling, lad.
Citri! Citri!
What a useless spirit. Either speak clearly or be gone.
A spirit with use, yes, with use, with presence even. We've heard, my lady, that you are familiar with the art of cards. Who else better to help us than you? A Cossack is here and he's playing Durak for his hat. We have to win. Win him with an evil spin.
You wish. I won't help evil spirits in hell itself.
Don't be mad, my lady. Don't be. Forgive me for asking, but that was Miss Taskin.
They will manage. We have to get to the throne.
You're here, mistress.
You are the demon I saved from the spinner's cocoon, right?
Yes, that was me. It said the charts are ungrateful. All lies. In my nook I've hid a nice present for you. If you wish, madam, please come visit my place. I won't deter you much longer, my mistress.
Yes, the gates never cease to impress with their sophisticated monumentality.
The gates of hell exhale furious flames as they fix an eternal gaze upon you. They are surrounded by throngs of demons as black as night. Some roar, some bark like rabid dogs, some howl wolfishly, and others grunt like evil pigs. All of this fills the air with an unbearable cacophony. The imps rejoice when you approach. Suddenly, everything is silent, and the hateful gates begin to make a speech.
and no one in heaven or on earth or under the earth could open the scroll or even look inside it. But are you worthy? He who has opened it and broken the seals.
He fell back into his old ways. He shall offer passage to ones who wish be elsewhere, and trials for those whose fate has brought them here.
How can I prove that I'm worthy?
We will see. Come closer.
You approach the fiery maw, and unwittingly shield your eyes from the burning inferno. You feel the searing gaze of the hellish gates upon you. If this ordeal continues any longer, it might cause you to ignite like a simple match. But the flames slowly die down, and now the way is open. A burning inferno that rages in the open maw dwindles down, and finally you are able to step under the dome of hell itself. Your guide snarls with a hint of approval before following you into the pandemonium. An abominable view of the hellish outskirts lies before you. A rocky slope gradually descends and disappears into a murky abyss. The darkness is torn by fiery lava flows appearing somewhere below. A narrow bridge spans the chasm and gradually descends. Demons are swarming amongst the rocks with their ghastly visages of pork snouts and muzzles of dogs, goats, and horses. They turn their evil beaks, having noticed your approach.
Andel?
Mendel!
Gandalf? My, it's so good in hell!
Get out of my way, you Herod spawn! I'm heading for the throne, and don't have time for you.
Oh, Vasilisa. Some demons can't temper their evil passions.
Right you are, Citri. Get the hell out of our circle.
Wait, Mom and guys. What are we waiting for? There's nothing better than the Sixth Department.
Come on, bring the pan and light the logs.
I'm not in your clutches yet.
She's alive? That's true. And this one beside her. This one?
A book. No seals.
Well, we are better off then. Yes, let's quickly retire.
Not so soon, you demons. How can I get to the throne of hell?
Oh, it's quite simple, really.
Hell is alive, just as you are.
I will guide you. Yes!
But our circle has only one exit. Through our boss, yes.
Andromelius! Andromelius? He lives in the Palace of Evil. You have to follow the boiling rivers from the tar pits to get there.
Yeah, go there. Be careful not to fall from the bridge, though.
What do you mean when you say you're the Sixth?
There are other departments in addition to us. Yes, we're working the Sixth Toll House.
We are responsible for our clients, you know?
For whom?
For the ones that pass through here.
Sinners, you mean?
Oh, yes.
You know of this book, then?
Certainly. And so it has been said, according to legend. There's a legend.
It will fulfill the wish of a Koldu.
Great power! Great glory!
I don't have time for these demons. Get out of here, you evil chorts!
Oh, no way!
All together now!
1, 2...
The Chorts crowd around the cast iron cart. It seems that one of the horned spirits is being scolded by the others. When they notice you, they start up an almost incomprehensible howling, from which you understand only one fact. It is you who robbed them of an entire wagon full of sinners. Demons rush to attack you, still cursing the Khaldoons. The Chorts dissolve in the wild inferno. The sinners thank you for freeing them from the hateful fire, even though it is only for a short time.
Oh, I have 2. Um, Wait, I have. Nope.
At the top of an especially high, hellish rock, you find the cozy burrow of a Chort that you know. Looking back, you freeze in fear and wonder as you look upon a view of such dread and magnificence that you have never seen. The exhausted demon thanks you once again and pulls out a red rag from somewhere in his burrow. After whispering some demonic Zagavar over it, he hands you his gift. You can't help but to admire the eerie expanses of the underworld. You rest a bit and are ready to continue on your way. A twisted bridge leads you to the boiling tar pits in the Golden Sands. Sinners emerge once and again from the black slurry, trying to get hold of the shining banks, but each time they are driven back under the merciless blows of demonic pitchforks. The Chort overseers seem to mistake you for an escaped sinner and attack.
Oh no. Lost him.
Seek me out, girl, and I will grant you knowledge.
You have almost reached the bizarre Palace of Evil. Your steps echo among the ornate spires of this strange building. Citri knows the way and leads you to the very chambers of the palace's master. You notice many open chests filled to the brim with golden rubles. Perhaps it is worth replenishing your supplies. Behind the heavy gates lies a heap of treasure, gold and other riches 1,000 times more impressive than the one you saw in Vodinoy's palace. A black throne sits atop the shimmering mountain.
Well, well. Who do we have here, dear me?
Count Andromedas.
Oh, is it you, Citri? Well, well, you've brought your beauty. This is the witch that broke the seals, I presume?
How can we reach the throne of Hell?
This is not how we do business these days. No, we don't. We really don't. And what about the book, lads? Why does she still have it? Respond! Will ya?
This is the same Black Book of legendary repute.
Oh, I know all about these Khaldun's black books.
Listen, Andromedas.
Oh, right. The throne of Hell. I will let you pass, Citri. But your Vasilisa will have to face the Toll House, or turn back.
What was that you were talking about, black books?
Oh, everyone knows about black books. Yours is unique, of course. One of a kind.
How can we reach the throne?
Hell will lead you to it, my dear. If you pass my Toll House, of course. Which path it will lead you to is for you alone to discover.
Aren't the aerial toll houses held by the angels?
Of course, by the angels, my dear. In the skies. I send my walkers to torment newly found clients.
You mean the deceased?
Right, right. I inspect their quality. If they have too many sins, then I grab their soul. But seeing as you are here, I won't let you go without a trial. Such is my profession. Theft is in my job description. I may be demoted otherwise, am I right, Citri?
We will pass you anyway, you evil chort.
Right, right. But how?
All right. I will endure your ordeal.
Are you sure about that? An angel is usually there to atone the sins with good deeds. You can't rely on anyone here.
Why do you require all that nonsense? Angels, angels. Only the stupid sanctifiers need them.
Be wary. If you accumulate too many sins in his domain, then he will seize your soul, and even I won't be able to help you.
I'm sure I have nothing to fear.
Well, well, let me read the scroll. Your scroll. This one, my dear. It says everything. So, you visited a mill and stole the miller's money. Tough luck. Let's put a dash here, so as not to forget. You went to the Vodinoy's palace. I have quite a collection of his ushkoiniks here. He has some very nice treasure, and didn't even care for it. But it's understandable. His gold turns to fish scales in the world of man. Your Khalduns visit these churches without a second thought, as if it were your own house. It never ceases to amaze me. You did what? Marry someone off? You didn't even take the donations.
Help, pity, help, pity. And here, being but a guest, you didn't take a ruble. So, these are your only sins. No, my dear. I don't need the likes of you here. You simply won't fit. You failed my ordeal. Now be on your way. Maybe you'll have better luck in another circle of hell.
Andromalius dissipates into a hideous cloud of sulfuric stench. A portal opens in place of his throne, through which you see a new landscape that is even darker and gloomier than what you've seen before.
Oh, what a beautiful place hell is when chaos reigns supreme. Don't you agree, my lady?
I don't know. All the sinners. I can't bear listening for their screams.
Even though they are devoid of heavenly grace, they found a shelter here in hell. And they are tormented most cruelly here, since we're in the domain of death herself. Shorts torture murderers, traitors, infidels, and other rebel here.
But why am I here? Among these wretches?
Who knows? Hell works in mysterious ways. I know one thing. The abyss will lead you to your goal.
Tell me how hell works.
I could explain it to you for ages, my lady, and still not tell you even a fraction of the whole truth. I know a lot being a spirit, but your mind simply cannot grasp this knowledge. Hell changes every moment, but only one thing stays the same. The torment of sinners devoid of forgiveness. Some demons heavenly delight in torture. For others, souls are just a form of currency.
Why are there some shorts here and others on Earth or with Khaldun's?
Some are sent to Earth as a reward, while others go to the same place but to Khaldun's as a punishment. Demons have their own hierarchy: peasants, workers, and nobles. Just like mortal people. Some have their domain in hell, while others have theirs in the mortal world. We demons believe that world of man drowned in its sins long ago. As such, in essence, it is already ours.
Tell me about the Abyss.
Hell is darkness. Hell is chaos. Hell appears as it wills itself, and doesn't have a firm structure. One might see it as a funnel with throne at its top. Some see it as circles or stamps floating in an endless darkness. Still, others see it as a series of endless caves burning with furious flame. But there is always someone with enough will to harness this power.
The Tall House of Murder is ruled by Death herself?
Who else but her? Death knows the guilty better than anyone, since she is present wherever sin is committed.
Will she let me pass?
Death is a strange creature, worthy of the hellish unknown. Today her victims are old ones, tomorrow everyone, or only the sick or the young. So it is not my place to guess at her whims about you, and live in sorceries.
Will this road lead us to death?
Correct. With it, we will get to her temple. She's the only one who can open the way further.
Let's not tarry.
I shall obey, my lady.
Mistress! Yes, you! Come to our cauldron.
Don't you forget, Chord, that I'm still alive.
No, not in the cauldron, but to the cauldron.
This feeble-minded spirit invites you for a small excursion into his domain. I believe he wants to demonstrate to you all his skill in the devilish arts of torture.
Yes, yes, this demon speaks truly. Well versed he is. Here, let me toss you a coin. We'll be waiting for you. Please help me, good woman. Don't refuse. Here is a bit of God for you. Everyone says that you are a witch with knowledge. I'm taking an exam at a short academy and have trouble with one question. What do you Khaldun's give away before passing into hell?
What do Khalduns give away before dying? They give their chorts away with their book, or just with a touch. It happens in different ways.
Oh, right. Thank you kindly. I will be all right now.
Be strong. You are but steps away from your goal.
Sorry.
Impenetrable gloom fills this region of hell, but it is often torn by a stray bolt of merciless fire. You hear savage howls and the thumping of thousands of demonic feet ahead of you. In the deep, thorny pits, demons are drilling their kin. In vain, they try to march in lines that will soon fall apart with such howls that your head is filled with tormenting pain. One of the would-be generals notices you and decides to test the skill of his subordinates, ordering a full-on attack. Chorts are scattering in fright, having learned the merit of your power. Some scream for mercy. Others flail their arms with a strange madness. Those soldiers that only watched the battle freeze in place. Each salute you in their own way. Some bow their monstrous heads or kneel. Others salute you with a shake of heavy horns. A winding path leads you to a huge grotto. Its walls and floor are dotted with pits, nooks, and crannies, all filled with cauldrons, boilers, and iron mechanisms where Chorts are torturing souls of the screaming unfortunates. The terrible suffering of the sinners is so cruel that you involuntarily take several steps back. The familiar devil awaits. He bows and invites you for a little tour of his domain. Here you find every horror imaginable. Your guide relishes in the details of each torture while showing them to you. Here he adds some oil. There he turns the spit. And there he tightens the bolts on another of these disgusting mechanisms. He offers you to lend him a hand in this demonic art. You shudder at the thought of torture and quickly return to the trail. Chorts have built hideous squat barracks along the path. Slender rows of these buildings stretch all the way to a horizon dotted by black chimneys that are belching, reeking smoke. Everything around here is lined with fences and strange, thorny threads. Devils drive sinners from one barrack to another, and their hellish dogs torment the lingering unfortunates, killing their victims again and again. A group of Chorts approaches you orderly, as though being a military squad. They are dressed in scraps of filthy uniforms and are marching awkwardly across the ground, drenched in the blood of hapless sinners.
Ten hut! Good day, Mistress Prince Citri. You've come here on inspection, I presume?
I see that you found quite an impressive means of bringing your ideas to life.
What's going on here?
We are preparing for the 20th century.
If I may, my mistress, shorts are getting more and more discriminated when we talk about murder. You see, there is less and less violence in the world, unfortunately.
And this is why we've come up with the new ways of tormenting mortals. We're getting ready to train our agents.
Looks like some kind of a horrible labor camp.
Yes, ma'am. In these very camps, we intend to torment millions of souls.
Have you come up with a name already?
Yes, sir. Death camps.
I feel that this may be too blunt. How about labor camps?
As your Royal Highness commands.
You won't see such expanses of the abyss while traveling with ignorant guides like Saint Nicholas. Don't you think?
I haven't heard that there are fewer murders in the world of man.
Oh, but it's true, man. This is the very reason that my colleagues are working on creating new ways to cause evil.
Oh, you should listen about all the wars that these clever shorts have planned.
How horrible.
Let me tell you, sir, ma'am.
Everything in its own good time. We're in a hurry now.
Agents that you talk about, these are the chorts that tempt people?
Yes, ma'am. There are several agents types. Type 1, corporal of the left shoulder. He sits on the left shoulder of a man. Type 2, fire colonel. Flies about as a fairy ball. Type 3, leather major. He puts on the skin of a corpse and walks among men.
Come on, you will tire our magnificent guest.
Some of the recruits in these pits will one day become such an officer.
Some will mingle with men, maybe even lead them.
This can't be.
I've heard that a most peculiar mustache will become fashionable.
We have to continue on. As for you, I don't think that you need to kill so many men and devise such camps.
Why is that, ma'am?
How can I convince this Herod spawn that he should not create such chambers of torture? There are many such camps already.
No, ma'am. Humanity hasn't seen such a horror yet.
Well said, lad.
You approach a magnificent palace with a facade decorated only by shards of broken glass. The screams fade and give way to a dry wind that is driving dust across the withered remains of its former glory. The despondent building is still and silent.
Ah, the Forgotten Palace. The carbuncle of former glory.
Did you live in this castle?
The demons did. And we lost everything in the blink of an eye. Everything could be different. Do you think that our Lord invented this so-called hell? I'm sure that he would not.
So it wasn't you who decided to torture the sinners?
Nonsense. Who needs these wretches? No, we demons are the same prisoners in this kingdom of darkness as any other man. Times are changing, and so must we. I'm positive that you would agree with me as well.
No, this cannot go on.
That's the spirit. We have almost reached the gates of the Old Crone's temple. Let's not linger any longer in this dreary place.
The trail winds along the bank of the flaming lake. The gloom parts before a strong heat, reeking of sulfur and filled with the unyielding screams of helpless sinners. When you adjust to the bright light, you are able to discern the orderly rows of demons that pass along souls to each other. Every chort has his own dreadful task, to cut, twist, or do other things better left unsaid.
Look closely, my mistress. Another innovation of death herself. Perpetual torture.
My lord.
Each demon has his own task, which he performs over and over again. Thus, each sinner is tortured by death with every way possible, and with proper diligence, not missing an inch. In the old days, we had to invent a special way of torture for each sinner. Now, everything is much simpler. It is said that the cauldrons will also receive similar treatment. You have no idea how hard it was to organize these lesser imps to perform their duties properly.
These poor people. How is this possible? Only demons could have invented something like this.
So, shall we continue our journey?
One more step, and a hateful, gaping portal reveals itself. It is a doorway to the halls of death itself, if the words of Citri are to be believed. Each footfall fills you with dread, and only the thoughts of proximity to your goal give you the strength to move forward. You descend lower and lower down the winding stairs, sensing the evil will of a creature devoid of life and earthly desires. A quiet spirit lives here, one waiting for its moment. Death itself is sitting on its throne, the enemy of humankind. Quiet rattling and the stench of decay are the unyielding allies of every spirit's word.
I've been waiting for you, Citri. And you, Vasilisa. I was expecting you to be much earlier.
Greetings to you, Death.
Weeks and weeks I was on your heels, sorceress, and yet you slipped away. But I am patient. Soon, very soon, you will be mine, and then... Look at these instruments. Oh, what a marvelous torture that will be. My demons will work on your body and soul when I'm done.
You'll never get me. Neither you, neither your chores.
Few are those who have avoided my embrace. You think your book can aid you?
Death has a creaky laugh, like the scratching of nails on a coffin lid.
Why do you take people away? Leave us alone. Your work brings nothing but misery.
What a clever witch. You want to help humanity. But it is not my place to aid you in this matter. It is not I who made this world as such, but the Creator who willed it. You want to change the way things are. Be careful what you wish for, then.
You're demons. I've never seen anything like that.
It's merely my job. I am the mistress of a murder toll house at the moment, and I'm very diligent. Everything you've seen. Don't even think of telling this to anyone. You know how I love surprises.
I can ask the book for eternal life.
For a long, long time, this ancient artifact was absent from these halls. But you are not the first to wield it. Few Khaldoons avoided my embrace. You won't be among them either.
Maybe we will have a closer meeting soon, but not today. I will face your ordeal.
So bold. You are strong, Khaldoon, but you won't escape my class. If you don't pass my toll, your soul will be mine.
Open the scroll.
Oh, how many charts you've slain, at least so you think, for they are immortal. But this is not your sin, Fyodor, your old friend. He has sins of his own, but they are none of my concern. You could have brought him to ruin, but you offered a helping hand. And your new friend, Petska, so small. You people think that age is important, don't you? You could have left, but you saved him. Your teacher, your mentor. He has betrayed you, and you forgave him, and the faithful daughter should. Your colleague, the sorcerer, Alexander, he could have killed you, but he saved you. You forgave him, even though you could have killed him many times over. Well, all my work is cut out for me, it seems. I appreciate your concern.
Death rises from her throne, and a portal to another hellish landscape opens behind her.
Don't forget about me, Vasilisa, for we shall meet again quite soon.
Sithri bows to your interlocutor and follows you into the portal. You sense that your victory is fleeting, so you step inside the portal that has just emerged behind the throne of the Grim Reaper.
So, here we are, our final resting station, my lady.
But I don't see the throne.
There is not much of a path left. After the Sinner's Forest, you will see the heart of the Abyss. I hope that you've seen with your own eyes. Known as the home of fallen souls and wretched ghosts, is really...
much worse. I'm seeing such horrors for the first time.
But wait, my lady. As you might have guessed, we're not idling. We shall regain our former power yet. You'll see. Unfortunately, it is time for a farewell. Follow the trail. It was a great honor, and even a bigger joy, to guide you down these hellish roads.
Hey, hold on.
So, here we are.
But I don't see the throne.
There is... I hope...
much work.
But wait, we shall... Unfortunately, it was a great...
An old, beaten road is winding among the swaying trees. You hear whispers amidst the branches, and with a start, you realize that hell has grown a grove of sinful souls. You quicken your pace, unable to withstand the mutterings filled with pain. The voices beg and demand, but their words are alien and incomprehensible.
What about the wish, Satan? I've broken all of the seals.
Of course, the legend tells of a wish, does it not? I presume you suspect some kind of a trick, but don't worry, my sorceress. Simply say your wish to make it come true. Go on, do it.
I already know my beloved isn't here. You made old Igor do all these evil things. It's all your fault, but I won't back down. Even before you, I want my betrothed to be with me. I want him to be alive. Alive with me beside him, free from both the torment of hell and bliss of heaven.
I like your style, Vasilisa. Let me fulfill your wish. Your betrothed is beside you already. Your betrothed is the Tsar of Hell and ruler of the Abyss. I am your betrothed.
What? I didn't wish for that.
Ah, those myths, legends. As fickle as sand on the shore of an endless ocean. I created the Black Book, Vasilisa. Right here in the halls of the underworld. When the rustle of pages fell silent, and my hand fell exhausted on this very analogion, a prophecy resounded. Whoever looks at this book in heaven, or on earth, or under the earth, and will break its seals, they then will among the flames will receive a worthy reward.
No, no, no! That is not the legend!
Who are you to doubt my words? Shorts heard prophecy and told Khalduns about it. Thousands of years have passed. Do you think they remembered the prophecy accurately? But I am bewildered as well. I've been waiting for a friend, and a comrade, another prince in my kingdom of darkness. But now I've found a companion, a witch, with power yet unseen in both hell and the mortal world. Remember calling the merchants at Mikhail's crossroads. The merchant is here to collect his goods.
Never! All your tricks, omissions, and deceit! What else to expect from the Prince of Lies? I walk this road for a reason. You're just another chort in my way!
Isn't it too presumptuous, Vasilisa? Trying to oppose the very progenitor of evil!
I won't leave hell empty-handed. Let's see if there's a wish hiding under that serpent skin.
Not bad. Your lessons in black magic weren't futile after all.
Wait, it's done. Wait, where's on? Nope. Man. Finish.
Excellent, Zagor. Few Khalduns compare to you. Thousands of years of searching, and finally... I've chosen well, it seems. Now place the book unto the Analogion to seal our union.
Never! Hateful serpent. I will be doing a great service to all of Russia when I let the Black Book consume your wretched spirit.
What? You foolish mortal! Do not try my patience.
I couldn't care less for your patience, you evil snake. Let's see if there's another seal hidden beneath your filthy hide.
Good sister.
Your stupidity knows no bounds. You could have everything, but you get nothing.
We are not destined to be together, it seems. There is no wish. And you, book. You bring only misery. I wish things were the way they used to be. I guess grandfather wanted that as well. But you can't turn back time. Satan said that he wrote the book in these very flames. The very flames that created all this power.
Wait, good. Wait, so she's trapped? So she died. Oh. Sad ending. Else? Sad ending? What? Ding. Of course she's trapped. Dead. Now interaction.
So that's the whole story. Whoever saw it is saying lots of things. They say it was possible to look into hell itself at those crossroads. That is how Vasilisa disappeared. But then, at the old church in Piantieg, a certain icon painter started living there. What was his name? Petrovich, was it? It was after the Red Army came. He started working on that icon. Something to do with hell. But he didn't manage to finish the drawing. It was empty. Weirder. I don't know about Vasilisa. They say a lot. What to believe? And what of our Uyezd? You know yourself, I think. Vilgort and Cherdin lived well afterwards. All of the Kolduns were gone for some reason. Evil spirits were gone as well. All of them? Who knows? Some say that there are still Shishigas in the deepest woods. But who knows for certain? Friends of Vasilisa? I know all about them. Petka began hunting different chorts, and the Kolduns that remained started smoking them out. I know about Akulina as well. She wanted to be a witch like Vasilisa, but then there was no time for sorcery. Married Petka. They lived well. Fyodor changed his life for the better, went to Perm, and played in the Opera House Orchestra. Had talent, that one. Nikolai lived well with his chort of a wife for a long time. Even the Soviets didn't hurt them, as if they had some kind of Zagavor protecting them. Karnish started living in his forest. They say he helped out the peasants. There was one story during the war he helped a guy. Ah, well, I'll tell it some other time. Proshka disappeared. Cats. What can you do? That nobleman did a lot of good. Built hospitals and whatnot. I don't know what happened to him afterwards. The Bolsheviks killed him, I guess. And Yegor? They saw old Yegor in church often. He was praying for forgiveness. Maybe Vasilisa forgave him as well. Here he is, in the village photograph. He became strange, though. Always walked around with his head wrapped. And so, that is the whole story. Everyone here remembers it well to this day. Do they believe it? I don't know what to believe myself. Time flies, you know. It's not the same as it used to be in the days of old. I'm glad I told you all this before I forgot it. But it is late. It's time to say farewells.
Okay, let me try the other path.
life.
I will be. I couldn't care less. We are not destined to be together, it seems. There is no way. And you, Book. I wish things were the way they used to be. I guess Grandfather wanted that as well. But you can't turn back time. Satan set the very flames that created all this power.
Does she trap herself?
So that's the whole story. Whoever saw it, as saying lots of things. They say it was possible to look into hell itself at those crossroads. That is how Vasilisa disappeared. But then, at the old church in Piantieg, a certain icon painter started living there. What was his name? Petrovich, was it? It was after the Red Army came. He started working on that icon. Something to do with hell. So he draws, and there is Satan, even fiercer than usual. I don't know about Vasilisa. They say a lot. What to believe, and what of our Uyezd? You know yourself, I think. Such is the story. There were fewer Chorts in Vilgard for a time. But there were some, for sure. Now you can't find that many. Although there is still something of that sort out there. Friends of Vasilisa? I know all about them. Petka began hunting different Chorts, and the Khalduns that remained. Started smoking them out. I know about Akulina as well. She wanted to be a witch like Vasilisa, but then there was no time for sorcery. Married Petka. They lived well. Fyodor changed his life for the better. Went to Perm and played in the Opera House Orchestra. Had talent, that one. Nikolai lived well with his Chort of a wife for a long time. Even the Soviets didn't hurt them, as if they had some kind of Zagavor protecting them. Karnish started living in his forest. They say he helped out the peasants. There was one story during the war he helped a guy. Ah, well, I'll tell it some other time. Proshka disappeared. Cats. What can you do? That nobleman who was studying science created some sort of devilish devices all his life. I don't know what happened to him afterwards. The Bolsheviks killed him, I guess. And Yegor? Old Yegor stuck to his business as a Khaldun. Taught children how to read and write. Taught his evil knowledge as well, it is said. Brewed love potions for women as well. He became strange, though. Always walked around with his head wrapped. And so, that is the whole story. Everyone here remembers it well to this day. Do they believe it? I don't know what to believe myself. Time flies, you know. It's not the same as it used to be in the days of old. I'm glad I told you all this before I forgot it. But it is late. It's time to say farewells.
Alright guys, that's all. Thank you for all watching. See you next game. Night time.